This is a video to demonstrate the face milling of the Titan 1M part. This is section 2. The first thing we're going to do with this operation is we want to cut our face down from our stock level down to the part. So there's a simple command in here when we go into our 2D commands, and it's under face. And one of the tricks here with the 3D part is that we switch to wireframe, and it will give us a selection where we don't have to choose faces or edges. We can choose our stock boundary. So we go to wireframe, and it's going to say OK to use defined stock or select a chain. So we just want to say OK here to use our defined stock. Our next step is to make sure we have facing selected. We're going to go to our tool, and we're going to look in the tool library for our 3-inch face mill. So one thing I like to do is turn on a filter of equal to, choose equal, set it to the size we're looking for. That makes it pretty fast. You can turn none off on all these and choose the shell holder face mill style tool, and we can go check for the filter, and we'll get only that tool then to choose from. So we can select and add it to our tool library here, and we can pick it, and we should get a check mark up here next to tool. Then we can go on down to cut parameters. In cut parameters, what we want to make sure is that our style is set to one pass, so that we aren't making more than one pass to remove this small amount of material. And we're going to say that we're not going to do a finish cut, so we're going to go ahead and say 0 for stock to leave on the floor. We'll say apply here to cut parameters. Our next step is to go down to our linking parameters, and we will set each of these to absolute, and we'll work in an absolute mode. So we're going to use 2-inch clearance, 1/4-inch retract, OK, 0.2 feed. Top of stock is going to be at 0, true, and our depth of cut then will be this face here. So a couple ways we could do that. If we know how far our offset is from stock to our part, we could put that in here. Or we can choose associative, and we can choose this select point and just come on in here and try to hit a point on that face. And then that should show up when we apply it. We should show up here when we come back in, and we'll see that is a minus value that would have been calculated then. Okay, these would be the basics to test our operation without considering RPM and coolant and things of that nature. So we can go ahead and hit the check mark here. I'll rebuild my toolpath, and I'll choose to regenerate all dirty toolpaths, and I'll choose to verify the selected operations right here. So I'm going to turn on toolpath, tool, stock, fixtures, and the 3 here. I'm going to set my speed to a moderate level and choose play. And there's our single pass. So we could consider that done, but if we want to verify a couple other things and maybe make some adjustments, we'll go back to parameters. We'll close that other verify window, go to parameters here, and we can check our tool, make sure we're not exceeding the machine's RPMs with what Mastercam has recommended, and this might be fine. Maybe we want to make some adjustments to this after conferring with someone with some more knowledge in the area. We could go to our cut parameters, and we could, instead of one pass, we could choose something like a zigzag, where we're going to cover this base area in multiple passes. So you can see the overlap is set for 25% of the tool. Now the tool is a 3-inch end mill, remember. Linking parameters seem fine. We could go down to coolant. We could turn coolant on, flood coolant. Some other parameters in here we could look at, but let's go ahead and take a look at this now. Generate any dirty operations. We'll do verify. You can see the two tool paths already. The zigzag operation with a 25% overlap. I'll go ahead and run this. I'll zoom in a little. Again, slow my speed down just some more. Play that. There's the stock being removed. We'll go to a front view so we can kind of see that 50 thousandths has been removed off the top there. Go ahead and close my verify window again. Come on back to my part, and I'll save this. So this ends facing the Titan 1M, Operation 1.